Now, according to the FCC requirements, whenever there is a large public gathering, a public service announcement should be made, and since we're all going to fall into the hiking and camping season, we thought this might be appropriate. So here's the former board moderator, Jared Austin. Jared.
I have to pick the short microphone. Thanks, Gary. Good evening to all. How to survive if you're lost in a forest and night has fallen. Always remember that the most important rule of wilderness survival is do not panic. Granted, there are probably dangerous, wild, carnivorous animals lurking nearby. Wolverines, for example, and venomous snakes. But you must not panic. Get a grip on yourself and don't panic. Gather some flammable wood to make a fire. The best kind of wood in this situation is the fire log, which is easy to identify by its box of 6. Check your pockets to see if you have matches or a cigarette lighter, which of course you will not. You wouldn't dream of smoking cigarettes because you're a modern, crunch-doing, health-conscious, risk-averse individual. A fat lot of good that's going to do you now with the Wolverines closing in. Fortunately, there are other ways to start a fire. An old Native American trick is to rub 2 sticks together rapidly to create friction. This method has never once in human history resulted in fire. It's just one of those things that Native Americans enjoy tricking white people to do, like canoeing, face painting, and hominy. Since there will be no fire, your only hope is to stay up all night, making noises that will keep animals away. Many wilderness survival experts advise that you sing the Macarena. If you're still alive in the morning, carefully scan the horizon, noting landmarks, a river, a hill, a Motel 6 sign. Use these to create a mental map of your current position. Keeping all this information in mind, calmly and without panicking, run in a random direction, throwing your hands into the air and shouting, "I don't want to die!" If you're anywhere in North America, within 20 minutes, you'll come to a Starbucks. There you can purchase emergency scones while the staff calls for help. Thank you, and now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Thank you, Gary. Great job. You know, in some of my corporate meetings, we start with a safety message, and I've never had one as great as that. So that's fantastic. Good job, Gary. All right, before we start the first act, I saw some people with this look on their face out here that they thought they should have had an act in this thing. So I'm going to make this one-time offer. Does any of y'all have an act that we didn't schedule that you'd like to come up and do? Okay. I just want to give you a chance now, if anybody wants. All right. Our first act, Act 1, is the staff. Yeah. First up. Now, our staff have put a lot of time and effort into their act, okay? I think they've been working on it for a whole week now. So, anyway, please applaud loudly for our staff. was performed about 7 years ago. We're going to see if they still have the right stuff. Okay? This act is from the Future Focus class. And that little thing I want to read just so y'all kind of understand what we're doing, what they're doing here. Monastic silence is a spiritual practice adopted in a variety of religious traditions for the purpose of including facilitation of approaching deity and achieving elevated states of spiritual purity. Silence has been practiced in every monastic tradition for centuries. It is usually in accordance with the monks who have taken a formal vow of silence, such as the ones you will see tonight. Now, this particular group of monks has been scheduled to perform the Hallelujah Chorus this evening. But they're a group who are committed to fulfilling their promise. However, they are conflicted tonight, knowing that they can never fail to their vow of silence. They're conflicted because they didn't want to mess up their vow of silence. And so they've been creative in fulfilling both commitments. We know you'll appreciate their effort. Here is the Future Focus class. finish up their vows. How's that? All right, thank you, thank you. All right. You know, I think it's a real good time to draw one raffle ticket. What do y'all think? Let's draw one. Let's draw the first one. Linda, can we have your assistance? There's somebody out there that didn't book a ticket. All right, everybody, get your tickets ready. We planned that you couldn't see it when the lights were down. Saves us money. All right, thank you. Okay. Chuck, is there any way we get lights for just a minute? Thank you, sir. I know it's not the program. All right, I'm going to read the number. Everybody check. We've got the 965146. All right, we got a winner over here. Congratulations. I don't know where the prizes are. Oh, we got them right over here. I'm sorry. How you doing? Just a second.
Thank you.
All right. Good course song. Would that work? All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. We're ready to get going again. All right. Act number 3 coming up. You know, Disney would be looking for these kids after hearing the songs they're going to sing tonight. So let me introduce Sydney and Caden Austin. Let's go.
Strangers are better than people. Spin, don't you think that's true? Yeah, people will beat you or curse you and teach you. Everyone was bad except you. Oh, thanks, buddy. But people smell better than reindeers. Spin, don't you think I'm right? That's what you get true for all except you. You got me. Let's call it a night. Good night. Don't let the frost out. Is this muted? Just in case. Are you playing it from this?
No, I'm not.
Really? I'm guessing you don't have much experience with heat.
No.
Sometimes I like to close my eyes and imagine what it'd be like in summer dusk. These was kids will go dandelion plus and out we do whatever snow does in summer. A drink
In my hand, my snow against the burning sand, probably getting gorgeously tan.
in summer. I finally see a summer breeze blow away the storm. Finally happens to stop the water when it gets warm.
Here's up.
And I can't wait to see what my buddies will think of me. Just imagine how much cooler I'll be in summer.
After this guy.
The hot, cold, or both so intense, put them together and just makes sense. Winter's a good time to stay and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. When I get summer, I like to hold on to my brain, relaxing in the summer sun, just letting off steam. Oh, sky, and you guys will be there too. When I finally do the frozen things in summer.
How many times?
Don't choke me.
All right, thank you. That was great. Appreciate it. So give me a hand for Good job. Good job. Okay, we're on to Act 4. This versatile and talented young man has grown up right before our eyes here in church. So let me introduce Ethan Carr. Ethan, you're up.
Yeah.
There's so many songs about rainbows, what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do you think we might see? Someday we'll find it, a rainbow connection. Lovers, dreamers, and me. You said that every wish we heard an answer. Wish on the morning sun. Somebody thought of that, someone believed it, but it's done so long. I've heard it too many times to ignore it, something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, lovers, dreamers, and me.
And Ethan did a great job because I actually pulled him up here on Act early. So thank you, Ethan. Great job getting going. Actually, we're going to go now with Reed Hill. Okay? Reed, let's do that.
Hello, my name is Reed, and I'm going to be telling you some jokes. Okay, so here I go. I read about Tibet, that it was the noisiest place on earth. Everyone would go, yeah, yeah, yeah. My teacher said, my courtyard might be underwater. It was below sea level. Sam, we can do.
Check that the mic is on.
Why are cavemen so early to parties? They're early men. What do you say to make a dinosaur go faster? Pontosaurus. Why do you never let a Tyrannosaurus drive your car? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
We're back on schedule here. We're going to Act 6. What What can you say about Derek Ferguson? That he signed up for poetry reading? So we're ready. Take it away, Derek.
As you can tell, we need to go back to the trail drives of the Old West, where you learn not to squat with your spurs on, and you gotta drink upstream from the herd. Well, one cowboy asked his friend, "What is reincarnation, my friend?" And he answered, "It's what happens when your life comes to an end. They comb your hair, wash your neck, trim your fingernails, put you in a padded box, away from life's travails." Now, this box and you get put in a hole that's been dug in the ground. And that's where things start to change when you're put beneath the mat. Sorry. And pretty soon the clods start to melt down, the box and you who is inside. And this is when you're starting to take your transformation ride. And then someday, some grass is found growing upon your mouth. And say there's a little flower. And a horse comes by, and he eats that little flower that once was you, that is now your vegetative power. And suppose that horse, the posy that he ate, and the rest of his feed goes to muscle, bone, and fat, essential to the steed. But some that it was consumed, he cannot use, and soon passes through and lays upon the ground. And then I come, and I look at what was you laying there upon the ground. And I begin to think about reincarnation, life and death and such. And I come away thinking, "Oh, pal, you ain't changed that much."
All right, we're going to move on to act number 7. Next is the amazing Grace Album. Hope I pronounced that correctly. She'll be dancing for us. Come on out, Grace.
Just
screen at the theater. Good job, Grace. All right, Acts 8, are we ready? This is a multi-talented music entertainer. Janice Morton has a very amusing song for us this evening.
Get up out of bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, pull your sleepy head, here's your clothes, your shoes, hear the words I said, get up now, get up and make your bed, are you hot, are you cold, are you wearing that, put your clothes, it's hard to get up, you gotta feed the cat, good now, eat your breakfast, break the towel, go to the porch and you'll learn all, take your vitamins, so one day you will know what to be big and tall, cause remember the orthodontist will be seeing you today, don't forget your piano lessons, that's when you can do the best, don't shovel too slowly, don't hurry, the bus is here, be careful, come back here. Did you wash behind your ears? Play them like you're rough. Just play fair, people like your friends. Don't forget to work it out, which you're gonna take them there. Get along. So maybe come down there. Get your room, push close, put your stuff away. Make your bed, do it now. Do you have also maybe more in the barn than you like to pay? Can you eat? Hear all I say? Answer the phone. Get off the phone. Don't get so close. Turn it down. No texting at the table. No more computer time tonight. Your iPod, my iPod. If you don't listen up, where you going and in who? What time do you think you're coming home? Say, thank you, please excuse me. Make sure everywhere you go. You appreciate my wisdom someday when you're older and you're young. Can't wait till you have a couple little children of your own. You'll thank me for the counsel I gave you so willingly. But now, thank you not to roll your eyes at me. Point out that you would appreciate the important work concept you make me food. I put it on your plate, get an A, get a door, get a part with me, get it here, or get a count to 3, get a job you want, get a PhD, get a job. I don't care who started it. You're grounded until you're 36. Get your story straight and tell the truth for once, for heaven's sake. And if all your friends jumped off a cliff, would you jump too? If I said it once, I've said it at least 1,000 times before, that you're too old to act this way. It must be your father's DNA. Look at me when I am talking, stand up straighter when you walk. A place for everything, and everything must be in place. Stop crying or I'll give you something real to cry about. Brush your teeth, wash your face, put your PJs on, get in bed, say hug your hair with mom. Don't forget, I love you. And tomorrow we will do this all again because a month will never ends. You don't need the reason why. Because I said so, I said so, I said so, I said so. I'm mom. I'm mom, the mom, the mom, the mom.
Emma has been in our talent show before, and this time she's playing the piano. So I'd love to introduce you to Emma Griffin. Where are we at here? I think Act 11, is that correct? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong? Okay, thank you, sir. It's an honor to have our own renowned, world-famous singer with us this evening. And you know that, Andrea. Come on, Andrea, let's go.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music
We're going to hear from her again. Here's Grace again. She's done comedy act for us. Did y'all hear that?
Thank you. I'm Grace Aldrum, and I have composed 5 jokes called Middle School Melancholy I'd like to tell for you. My teacher told me to go to the map and find North America. When I found it, she asked the class who discovered North America. Grace! I knew a number of girls that would put on lipstick in the bathrooms, then kiss the mirror. I told the principal, and she got those girls together to watch me scrub the mirror. I dipped them off into the nearest toilet and started scrubbing. There's no more lipstick on the mirror since. My teacher asked me to name one important thing we didn't have 12 years ago. Me. I went to my mom and asked her, how are people born? She replied, Adam and Eve made babies, and their babies had babies, and their babies had babies, etc. I went to Dad, and he told me we were monkeys, and we evolved to be what we are today. I ran to Mom and shouted, you lied to me. Mom retorted, your father was talking about his side of the family. One day, my friend Annabelle came home and told her mom, today I got in trouble for something I didn't do. Oh, sweetie, Mrs. Beltscast, I'll call your teacher and tell her, what did you not do? My homework. The end.
Thank you, Grace. All right, at number 13, this is a doubly talented Iris Traver Hill. I'm sorry. What was that word? We'll play the ukulele and sing for us.
Hi guys. Hi. Hello, Ethan. Okay. Saturday morning, jumped out of bed, put on my suit, hopped in my car, raced like a jet, all the way to you, knocked on your door with heart in my hand, to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You'll say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know you're meant to? Why you gotta be so rude? You're gonna marry her anyway, marry that girl. Marry her anyway, marry that girl. No matter what you say, marry that girl, and we'll be a family. But why you gotta be so rude? I hate to do this, you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Love me or hate me, we will be both standing at the altar. Or we will run away to another galaxy. No, she's in love with me. She will go anywhere I go. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, that still means no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know who meant to? Why you gotta be so rude? Gonna marry her anyway, marry that girl. Marry her anyway, marry that girl. No matter what you say, marry that girl, and we'll be a family. But why you gotta be so rude? us until the day I die. To like my friend, girl still means no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm man too? Why you gotta be so rude? Gonna marry you anyway, marry that girl. Marry you anyway, marry that girl. No matter what you say, marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude?
That was great. Thank you, Ira. Got a lot of talent here. I think our choir is doing good. Don't you think? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, we're on Act 14, is that right? Keep us straight here. Thank you. I like you. Come here. Give me some. All right, this is a classic act made famous by D. Kennedy in previous township. I've not seen it before, so I'm really looking forward to it. I heard this was really, really a neat act. So let's hear from Myrna Randy. Here you go.
All right, this is with apologies and thanks to D. Kennedy. I give you Petey the snake. Petey was a snake, only so big. Petey lived in a pit with his mother. One day, Petey was hissing in the pit when his mother said, "Petey, don't hiss in the pit. Go outside the pit to hiss." So Petey went outside of the pit to hiss. Petey was hissing all around when he finally leaned over and hissed in the pit again. Petey's mother heard Petey hissing in the pit and said, "Petey, if you must hiss in the pit, go over to Mrs. Potts' pit to hiss in her pit." Petey went over to Mrs. Potts' pit to hiss in her pit, but Mrs. Pot was not at home. So he hissed in her pit anyway. While Petey was hissing in Mrs. Potts' pit, Mrs. Pot came home and found Petey hissing in her pit. She said, "Petey, if you must hiss in a pit, don't hiss in my pit. Go to your own pit and hiss." Well, this made Petey very sad, and he cried all the way home. When Petey got home, his mother saw him crying, and she said, "Petey, what's the matter?" Petey said, "I went over to Mrs. Potts to hiss in her pit, but Mrs. Pot was not at home, so I hissed in her pit anyway. Mrs. Pot came home and found me hissing in her pit, and she said, 'Petey, if you must hiss in a pit, go to your own pit and hiss, and don't hiss in my pit.'" This made Petey's mother very angry, and she said, "What a mean thing for Mrs. Pot to say. Why, I knew Mrs. Pot when she didn't have a pit to hiss in."
Thank you. That was wonderful. On to Act 15. Now, Act 15, we have a talented duo from their talented family, and they're going to sing a duet for us. So, Jana and Katie Carr. All right. Liberty.
My Kaden decided she didn't want to do it, so I found another Kaden. So, yes, he's this brave soul that's going to sing with me. Yeah, my own son wouldn't come in and save the day either, so. myself. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You've got a friend in me. 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 You've got troubles and I got them too. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do for you. You just remember to get through, 'cause you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Now some other wolves may be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
Good job, good job, great standing. Okay, I think we found the MC for next year. Yeah, good job, all right. Can you salsa? Have you salsa before? Okay, we're gonna do that. You step backward with your right foot, and then come back. And then backward, forward with the other foot. Okay. That's it, okay? Are you ready? One. And that's your salsa. That's your basic foot. You get off of that, right? Are we ready? Because I'm having a good time here.
Keep going.
Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
Heavy head tonight on the bed.
cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of men. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water, when there is no pebbles tossed, no wind to blow. You choose to be must follow, but if you fall alone. You should stand. Then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. If I knew the way, I would take you home.
Let's give them a big hand. Yeah, thank you. Our very own Super band. All right, we just have a few more things to do this evening before we go get some popcorn.